Incendio. Retreat. Incendio. This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Let's keep what's about me. Incendio. It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morgana, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morgana, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how?
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I... Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Defending Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Levioso!
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Cross Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with...
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Incendio. Levioso.
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Shame it's over. I was just getting started.
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
You can't be beat, can you?
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea.
That'd be brilliant.
If you need...
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Nicely done. something.
Levioso! Accio! Protego! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Excellent form.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Next time, perhaps.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
That's it. Impressive wand work.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training, even though you won the tour.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
I don't like flying on it. Now, is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and cut down the
oil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I could...
How kind of you. It seems you're already... Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting...
I already have some, Professor.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, Now, what say we branch out? You'll find that some plants are... The cabbages do get testy without something to chew.
Yes, Professor.
Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh!
Hello. Thought you were on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Well, get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid boot. Not saying you can't go it alone, but...
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing more.
It's chaos out there. Trolls and dogweed and deathcap has more of them. You get the idea. Anyway, we, Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his class. Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why?
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? And good, as you do seem to be...
Magical plants have so much...
I'm glad. Her Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
might ask you to explain to the class the main use of spells.
Shouldn't there be orders or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he did.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, maybe come and see me when you finish.
My parents...
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because... I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy.
Pleasure to meet you.
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient.
I suspect that's where
You're as clever as I've... I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be in Sharp's office.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about.
I understand.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor...
Oh, you're the new student. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless...
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion... A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there. Merlin's beard. Good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next... Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together.
Remember, your potion stations organized. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Oh! No! Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on top. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite... You've done well today. I confess I was...
I'm glad I was able to meet you.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to in addition to having a solid pay particular attention in herbology. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice, and you can keep that Fwooper feather. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
That was an interesting class.
Wasn't precisely what I...
I'm glad I avoided trouble. Sharp certainly seemed...
His bark's worse than his bite. Sharp may seem gruff. Best be off. Next time we...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
I'd be glad if they let us convene.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Just one more gobstone. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her. Ah, a rhinoceros.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones. I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia.
Really?
Common sense and...
Well...
Of course.
Oh, how wonderful. Now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder...
That's a horrible idea. No.
Why not? Very well, off I go.
Revelio.
Anyone fancy going to Broodham?
I should investigate.
Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend.
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Sirona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer have...
I spoke with her. She was polite. I overheard some of Rookwood. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit.
All right.
I am going to watch and listen, find out. In the meantime, remember...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here? Hello, can I?
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah. I was hoping someone would come along soon. You see, I need to retrieve something.
I'm afraid...
Oh, please don't say...
Perhaps. What
Years ago, my grandfather, who... They never
I'm so sorry.
We can't be sure. Father was so distraught. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them. I understand. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged... My best guess is that it's just over there. About a I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
See?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Time to teach you can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you. Incendio!
Take this, stupid rocket up!
Accio!
Lousy little reducto!
Leviosa! Incendio!
They're the best!
Accio!
Reducto! Amateur! Learn that first year, did ya? What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little crew.
It's a long story, but...
Well, you've avoided... Best get moving on.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. She's a traveling vendor. Here's what...
You're a researcher? Merlin? Of the Legend of...
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm...
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars. I believe he...
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin.
Well then, no one has yet managed to figure out. I suspect that
Mallowsweet.
I had just arrived. You see, each
The Mallowsweet is meant to be...
Precise! I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio.
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit. How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed...
Are all of the trials like...
Oh, not precise. You should feel free to solve them as you come. My guess is that each, which you can find in Hogsmeade, I really And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Protego. Incendio. Cursed fiends.
I never thought Ranrock's...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. I never thought it'd come.
They attacked you.
When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me to...
I'm sorry this happened to you.
That is very kind of you. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I... Slim though the chances may be. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn. Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. An encampment. This must be it.
Bring me 12 humans to battle. I'll take them all.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Arn will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
Kill that traitor, Arn, on the car. What's that? Who's there?
How many of you are there? Incendio! Accio! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Levioso! Accio!
Ranrock will lead us!
Incendio!
Levioso!
Incendio!
That's meant for me.
Accio!
You won't stop me. You can't stop
Levioso!
An utterly pitiful despair.
Accio!
much to say.
I know.
What an unfortunate end for you.
Accio.
Leviosa.
I feel as though you're not even trying.
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's carts. Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Accio. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Arn, I have good news.
Ranrock's lot called me up.
The ones I faced would have...
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. You know, perhaps my next piece...
What a nice idea, Arn.
Oh, I can't wait.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Scrope? Who is Scrope?